First, starting with day 1, I really struggled with the red pieces. Most of the time I didn't know what to do with them. I also constantly got them confused with the green pieces. Here I am trying to slot this blue piece into the opening here. For some reason I think it's gonna work. I keep rotating my piece, but clearly it's not gonna fit. I had previously seen YouTube videos of people doing T-spins, so I thought that I would try it out myself with no knowledge of how it works, and clearly you can see that it just didn't work right here. My proudest accomplishment of day 1 was probably slotting this red piece right into place. My high score for day 1 was around 28,000, so I had lots of room for improvement. Day 2. Now on day 2, I tried doing some more T-spins. Still didn't understand how they work, so of course the T-spins didn't work themselves. Unlike on day 1, I started looking at the pieces that were coming up next and trying to plan out where I would put them. Of course, this is something that is going to become really necessary in Tetris. I just found it really hard to multitask, paying attention to the current piece and looking at the future ones. I also found that if I didn't know what to do with a certain piece, I could just rotate it a bunch of times to try to save me a few seconds, but there is a limit to how much you can rotate it. I had my first game where I cleared all of the lines, and I found that was super satisfying. And here I'm trying to do another T-spin, still don't understand how they work. Although my overall score increased on day 2, I think that I should just stay away from any fancy spins for now. Day 3. On day 3, I found out there are actually instructions on the bottom of the website I was playing on, and that you can actually rotate your pieces, not only clockwise, but counterclockwise. I also learned that you can hold your pieces, which is extremely important. Here I am excitedly trying to rotate my piece counterclockwise, not realizing that it's a cube and it's going to be the same either direction. I also started holding my pieces when I didn't know what to do with them. I became more comfortable with building up a lot of lines just on the left or right side and waiting for the perfect piece to come in to clear all of the lines at once. Day 3, I had a new high score of around 56,000. Day 4. On day 4, I watched a tutorial on how to do T-spins, so I excitedly tried them out today. A lot of unsuccessful attempts, but a few successful ones here and there. But overall, I found trying to set up a T-spin, trying to set everything up, do the T-spin, it was really distracting for me. And today, all of my scores were below 10,000. No new high scores today. So I think it's probably best to just keep things simple and focus on the game. Day 5. Now on day 5, I do not know what happened, but I suddenly started playing really well, and I was able to make a new record of 92,000 at the end of the day. I found that it was really hard to think near the end. The pieces start coming faster and faster. I think a big reason why I started doing better was because I stopped trying to do T-spins and I just worked on thinking faster. So it was a really good day. Day 6. On day 6, I was able to make a new record of 116,000. And it's gotten to the point where now I'm starting to think about Tetris in my free time outside of the 1 hour that I have allotted to playing. Day 7 and day 8. For these 2 days, I wasn't able to make a new overall high score. However, I was able to make some new scores within my top 5 overall. I also found that now I actually play my very best effort until the game completely ends. In previous days, once the top started getting filled out, I would give up a little and just tell myself there's no way I can get out of this situation. But now I'm actually trying my very best, even when I only have a few lines left within the game. And I think this has been really good practice because it's teaching me how to play Tetris under pressure. Day 9 to day 12. For these 4 days, I made a new high score each day, and I haven't been really doing anything differently, just been playing like usual. So I think overall I'm just getting faster at thinking. Day 13 and day 14. On these 2 days, there was no progress overall. I wasn't able to make any new high scores, and on day 13, my wrist actually hurt quite a bit after playing. On day 15, I reached a new high score of around 244,000. On day 16, I made a new score of 294,000. On day 17, I had no improvement overall. Day 18, I had a new record of 301,000, and then on days 19 to 20, I didn't have any progress. On day 21, I was able to reach 339,000. I had no progress on days 22 to 24. On day 25, I reached a new record of 343,000. I had no progress on day 26. And on day 27, I made a new record of 345,000. On day 28 to 29, I had no progress, and day 30, I also had no progress. Now, I thought that's a pretty lame way to end a 30-day challenge. So, at the end of day 30, right before I was about to go to bed, I decided to play Tetris one last time, and I was able to make a new record of 353,000. Now, this isn't much higher than my record on day 27, but hey, I'll take it. Overall, this was a very fun challenge. I did much better than I thought I was going to. I honestly thought that by the end of day 30, I would hopefully have a score of around 150,000. So I was able to double that score. So I'm really impressed with that. I think I'm a pretty average player when it comes to video games. So hopefully this gives you some insight on how much you can improve when you play Tetris for 30 days.